doing a fishing with old fishing reels challenge. This is a Johnson Century, old like push button Zebco style reel. It already had line on it. I mean, I'd put line on it already. And this awesome reel is a Daiwa Procaster with MagForce anti-backlash. And it wasn't even working. I had to grease it and oil it to get it to work good. So I still got to put line on this one. So I'm going to put some Berkley Trilene Big Game 12-pound test on there. I finally got the line tied on, and so now I'm just going to spool it on there. This is an interesting concept because the line guide actually goes past the spool, and it's really big. Like, look at how big the hole is for that line to go in. So it doesn't put it on there just super smooth. It's weird. Never seen anything like it. That might help with like not backlashing though, because it does say it's got like a patented anti-backlash thing. I have this cheapo spinnerbait that the paint is literally coming off in my hands. I'm just going to tie it on there and see about how good this thing casts and get it fine-tuned so that it'll be usable and not backlash every cast, hopefully. So, and also I won't have to do it over while I'm fishing. Okay, let's see. First ever cast. Gotta set the brakes. Oh, that's weird. Can't hardly get to the brakes. So it'll just barely fall. So, okay. And I'm probably going to crank these settings up to about 8.5, 9, like right there. For an old reel, I'm surprised it actually had this anti-backlash thing. Okay, let's get out here in the yard. I think that was me messing up. It didn't backlash, which is good. No Berkley. No. Okay, so it won't cast very far right now. Okay, I'm gonna crank it back down to like 5.5, and I let the brakes, let the tension knob down a little bit. That actually works like really good. No, Berkley. Okay, we are back over here at the pond. I'm gonna try to fish with these this old reel. It's super windy, so right now I've just got a Booyah swing, little baby boo jig tied on, and I'm just gonna try to see if I can get a bass. Honestly, I love this reel. This reel's actually really nice. It's super windy. Sorry about the bad audio. The thing I don't like, well, it's kind of cool, but this little button on the side. I don't think there are too many, like, catchable size bass in here. So it's not going to be easy to complete this challenge, which is why I might resort to fishing for catfish. I mean, this is, like, awesome. It's better than some newer, I mean, it's better than my, like, Abu Garcia Silver Max. I mean, I definitely use this as a catfish reel. I don't know how long it would last if I was using it. I'm fixing to break out the other old reel I got, and I think it's quite a bit older than this one. And like the oldest push button reel I've ever seen. Now it just has 6-pound line on it, which is generally a little light for catfish, but these are little mud cats, so we ought to be good. Yeah, here's the reel. I mean, it looks awesome. It looks weird on a modern bait caster rod, though. Silky smooth casting. It's kind of hard to reel, and it clicks a little. See? Okay, I'm gonna just let that sit out there. Back to fishing with the old Daiwa Procaster. It's an awesome name. We're fixing to put this bad boy to the reel test. Fixing to try to throw an 1/8-ounce beetle spin on this thing. Because if I can do that, I can throw any bass bait I would ever want to throw. We have got our beetle spin rigged up on our Daiwa bait caster. Oh my goodness, dude. That's impressive. I mean, I can't even throw that on my, like, $150 Lew's Mock Crush. Yes, 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 success. Success. I have completed the challenge of catching a fish with the old reel, and I did it with a beetle spin on this big old hybrid green sunfish. This is actually the same thing as what we have in our aquarium, just way bigger. Yeah. Yes, I have done it. Challenge completed. We are going to release him. Well, I'm gonna keep fishing. How hard it is to keep this buzz bait up on top of the water. Really? That's funny. Okay, let's go ahead and yeah. It is a slow reel. I'm talking about slow. Look at how fast I'm reeling just to get it to do that. Like, no backlashes though. It's possible. I mean, you can fish a buzzbait with it. It's just not ideal. Okay, so basically I just switched to the Beetle Spin, and I've got it on the push button Johnson Century reel. We're gonna test it out. Yeah, we're fixing to see how it performs compared to the Daiwa Procaster. One thing, I don't have to worry about backlashing this one at all. You can't even hear it chunk, it's so smooth chunking, but it is a slow retrieve. Like, I'm talking about slow. Like 1-to-1, even slower than the Daiwa. Sensitivity is 0. Like, the reel just vibrates when you reel it, so I can't even tell if I got a fish. Like, I think I got a bite right there, maybe, but it's just because it got harder to reel. Not even, like, and that turning the bait clicker on does not make it any easier. Yeah, this would wear you out, fishing with this for a day. And it wants to hang up, like, this is horrible. This is not fun. Yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna start chunking this on the baitcaster. Trying to catch one more, either a crappie or a brim or a little bass or something. Okay, so this is what I've got, and let me explain. This was kind of an impromptu, hey, let's just go fishing kind of trip, and I did not have any small worm hooks. All I have were like 5/0 for some reason from when I tried to fish with a humongous jelly worm. So what I did have was that 1/8 ounce shaky head, so I just put that watermelon baby brush hog on there, and I'm just kind of just fishing it like a Texas rig. Uh-oh, that didn't sound good. What? Crappie? I got something. Yes! Finally got a bass. Stay pinned, dude. Yeah, let's go. That's a good one too, Sophie. Woo! Yeah. Was I filming? Yes, I was. I done gone crooked. Oh, man. On the... Ow. He is strong. Golly. About a pound and a half. That'll work. So I realized something pretty crazy about that bass. I was sitting here thinking, I chunked a jig, a beetle spin, a buzz bait, and this brush hog I chunked it where that fish was probably 10 times. Yet I caught him at one cast. So let's see if I can do this without getting attacked by a snake. We're fixing to do some experimenting. See how bad this thing is. Fixing to do something I probably shouldn't, but cranking this thing down to 1. Yeah. Got to have the anti-backlash deal set, or else that will happen. Might not be able to get this one out. That's just a seal thing.
Yeah, I know, but you know how I...
Yeah. What? We could, yeah. So I just chunked in this little pocket. So it's weird. I flew here earlier, but I saw a big old brim swirl in here. So I'm just gonna slowly reel it with my rod tip up so I can feel the smallest little bite. Like that. That's a bunch of these. These.
Get it off. I want to get it off. Please.
It's casting distance with a beetle spin. Got something. What have I got? Crappie! Yeah, it is about the size of the crappie I catch. Okay, release him. We're back at the house, and I'm gonna go ahead and like grade these reels real quick on a scale of 1 to 10. First is castability. This one casts good. It's not the most accurate reel, but it's super smooth. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. What?
Pick it up. I can't see it.
That's the Johnson Century. Now the Daiwa reel, it doesn't backlash at all unless you do like I did and put the anti-backlash down to 1. And it casts pretty far, not just super duper far, but I was throwing mainly light baits. Give it out a 9 out of 10. Sensitivity, this one, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 for sensitivity because you can feel when the little brim were hitting the beetle spin. This one, 0 out of 10. It was horrible. This vibrates when you reel it. Like, reel it. It just... And you can't feel any... Like, just your hands... Like, I don't know. It's like you're holding a weed eater. Or a chainsaw. And, 0 out of 10 on that. Speed, they're both slow reels. This is like a 1-to-1, which is terrible for if you're fishing any kind of like artificial bait. Because you just can't work it at all. Like I'd make a good cast with the beetle spin, and it would fall, and like get hung up in the weeds before I got the slack out. This is around a 5-to-1 gear ratio, which is slow. It was perfect for a beetle spin because you don't want to be burning it in. But oh, okay. What was I saying? Yeah, it's like a 5-to-1, which would be good for like big crankbaits, deep diving crankbaits. But I live in South Arkansas, and there aren't deep lakes. Like all the fish you catch are in like under 5 feet of water. So for me, that's a little slow. I'm gonna give it like 5 out of 10, just because I mean, if that's what you need, it's good. This 1 out of 10. So this reel is absolute gold. I know this is from like the 60s, I'm guessing, which is a lot, which is probably 15 years older than this one. So that could be expected, but this reel, the Johnson Century, well, let me get it. Johnson Century is a no-go. However, I might actually keep using this Daiwa Procaster. I was kind of skeptical. I figured the anti-backlash thing was just like there as like a marketing ploy, but it actually works because I cranked it all the way down and it backlashed terrible. I put it all the way up. It doesn't backlash at all, but you can't cast very far. Right in the middle, it does pretty good. So, yeah. Now, I caught like a bass, a crappie, and a couple brim. And basically, I caught the bass on this Zoom baby brush hog watermelon seed. And I have it on a shaky head, which is about the last part of me talking about
It did. I
bait.
saw it. Okay, go.
Yeah. So I caught the crappie and the brim on this beetle spin, a white 1/8 ounce beetle spin, which is a good all-around bait. It catches a little bit of everything. And I actually was throwing it on the bait caster, which is crazy. It's the first time I've ever been able to throw a beetle spin on a bait caster, so that really, speaks for how well the anti-backlash thing works. That's pretty much it.